is Shannon. Thank you for joining me today for this yoga practice themed around the year of the fire horse. So you think of a horse and how strong it is with its legs to be able to run fast. So I wanted to do this class around our hips and our hip muscles. So we'll be doing some movement, some strengthening, and some deep stretches. So every year there's a different element and a different animal that combine. So to have the fire horse year or any combination, it's every 60 years. So the last time we had this fire horse energy was in 1966. So you can think about the collective energy of that time, or if you were born in 1966 or living in 1966, you can think about what you were doing in your life. Or if you were actually born in 1966, then the fire horse is your sign. So this is a lot about freedom. It's a lot about fast moving energy, trusting our intuition. Horses are very intuitive, very spiritual animals. So a lot of us will have our intuition really coming online this year. And it's just a really great brand new energy that we are entering into. So I'm going to be using these two blocks today, but you don't have to have blocks, but they are going to help us with some of the poses with stretches. So if you have blocks, go ahead and get them. So with this fire energy, we always want to balance whatever energy is really coming in strong. So our thumb represents fire in Ayurveda, and our pinkies represent water. So as we know, water is a good thing to kind of calm down fire or even put it out. We don't want to put out our fire, but we want to balance it. So we're going to start here with our pinky and our thumbs together in the back of our hands on our knees. We're just going to take a few breaths. This is called Varuna Mudra. Varuna was the water god. So let's ground ourselves down. Noticing how we're feeling today. And in this theme of the fire horse, let's think about what freedom means to us. So what does freedom mean to you? Take a full deep breath in through our nose and a gentle sigh out. Now let's place our hands on our knees. We're going to start with some circles. I call these Sufi circles. So just moving around, getting out the cracks and the kinks, noticing how your hips are feeling, how your back is feeling. Other way. Now we're going to turn towards the short edge of our mat, coming into tabletop with our hands on the blocks at the higher level. So let's take a few moments here to do some big circles with our bottom. So once again, getting this nice flowy movement in our hips, loosening them up so we can run towards our future in this fire horse year, but also taking time to pause and breathe. Let's go the other way, because this energy is a very fast moving energy. You think of fire, move very fast, like a horse. Now let's pause and center. We're going to straighten our right leg, pressing our heel back, getting this nice stretch in our calf muscle. And release. Let's lift that leg up so it's sort of parallel to the floor. And we're going to do some circles with our ankle. And circles the other way. And then pause, holding that leg nice and steady and strong. Let's lift the left arm up. And 3 times we're going to tap the block on our knee. Now we'll return the block and the ball of our foot to the mat, gather our balance, and slowly lift that right arm up. So keeping that right leg nice and strong. So here is about expansion. So we are expanding the front of our bodies in this pose. So you can lean back. And slowly release. Let's bring that leg back. Move our hips a little bit right and left. And we'll do that on the other side. So straightening that left leg, pressing our heel back. Feeling the stretch in our calf as we press our hands on the blocks. And release. Let's lift that leg up to parallel. Pausing here. And we'll do some circles with our foot. And circles the other way. And then find that stillness, reaching that right arm up and pausing. And then 3 times we're going to slow and controlled tap that block on our knee. Now we'll drop our foot down and our right arm down, finding our balance, pressing our left heel back, engaging our left leg muscles as we slowly lift that left arm up, maybe arching back, keeping our leg engaged. And gently release. Let's turn our blocks to the lower level. We're going to come up into downward facing dog. You can bend one knee at a time, looking right and left. And then let's find that stillness, pressing our chest towards our thighs, reaching our tailbone up, getting this nice stretch in these big leg muscles that attach to our pelvis, our hips. Now we're going to gently walk our feet towards our hands. So our hands are on the blocks. Let's bend one knee at a time. And then pause, letting our bodies hang as we bend our elbows. And leaving our blocks where they are, we're going to gently round all the way up. Reaching our arms up and then clasping our elbows. So keeping our legs nice and strong. We're going to side bend right and left. So as we go to the right, we press our hips left. As we go to the left, we press our hips right. Now the next time we go right and our hips are left, let's pause and hold. And release. Let's go to the left, pause and hold. And release. Let's bring our arms down, palms facing forward. We're going to stand here for a moment in mountain pose, feeling our strength. Feeling our heart beating. And we're going to go through a little simple chair flow to get these muscles in our legs working. So as we come down, bending our knees, we're going to raise our arms up into this chair pose and then come back up to stand, hands to heart center. So let's do this a few times, up and down. Getting into this deep bending of our knees and our hips. You can shut your eyes, going slowly. Two more. And on this last one, we're going to pause and hold. So our weight is in our heels. We're pulling in our belly like we're sitting on a chair, reaching our arms forward. And then let's slowly drop our hands to the blocks. We're going to reach our feet back into that downward facing dog. Taking a pause here, feeling our heart beating. And then we'll reach that right leg up with a bend in our knee and do some circles. And circles the opposite direction. Now let's slowly press that right foot to the outside of the block. We're going to keep our back knee up, bringing the blocks to the higher level. Let's pause here with our right knee over our ankle, pressing our left heel back, reaching our chest forward. And we'll tap our back knee up and down. And then drop that knee all the way down. Top of the foot is on the mat. Take another pause here, feeling this nice stretch in our left hip flexors, so the front of our left hip. Now let's walk the blocks to the left. So we're going to bend towards the blocks. So we're bending our elbows as we let our right knee drop out and the inside of our foot come up. So this is one of our deep, juicy hip stretches here. And slowly release. Let's bring the blocks to center. We're going to heel toe our foot to the left so we can drop our knee down and walk our blocks to the right, pressing our hands on the blocks, getting this little twist to the right, and release, leaving our blocks to the side. Now we will come down into our pigeon pose. So slowly coming down, relaxing your body. And very gently release. Let's bring the blocks back down the mat so we can take our time bringing that leg back and going back into our downward facing dog. Now we'll lift the left leg up, keeping the knee bent, and do some of those big circles, getting this nice big range of motion in our hips. And then we'll go the other way. And then we'll slowly place that foot on the outside of the blocks, turning them to the higher level, keeping our back knee up initially as we press our heel back, reaching our chest forward. And then we'll tap our back knee up and down. And then we'll pause with that knee down, top of the foot is on the mat, letting our pelvis sink, feeling this nice stretch. Now let's walk the blocks to the right. So one may be off the mat, one is on the mat. We're going to bend our elbows coming down as we let our left knee fall out. Inside of the foot is coming up. Gently release. Let's bring those blocks back. Heel toeing our foot to the right so we can drop our knee down. Let's find a little bit of movement before we walk those blocks to the left. And as you press on the blocks turning left, you can feel your right hip coming closer to the mat. And slowly release. Let's drop the blocks on the side so we can make our way down into our sleeping pigeon. Now let's very slowly press our way up. You can bring your blocks with you as you gently bring that right leg around. Let's place the blocks to the side and come all the way down on our backs. We're going to take a moment here and recline butterfly. So the closer you bring your feet towards your groin, the more stretch you'll feel in the inner thigh muscles. So you decide how close you would like your feet. You can also take your hands and gently press your legs down if you'd like. Relaxing your jaw and your face. And slowly release. Let's bring our feet wide, letting our knees fall to the right. You can open up your arms, and if you'd like, you can place your right foot on your left thigh, looking left. You can leave this as a passive stretch, or you can use your right foot to gently push down on your thigh. And slowly release. Let's do that the other way. So knees are falling left. Left foot can gently push down, or you can soften and relax, whatever feels right. And slowly release. Let's bring our knees and our hands and do a few circles to sort of reset everything. And circles the other way. And give ourselves a little squeeze. And release. We're going to turn on our side and come up to an easy seated pose. Going back into that Varuna Mudra, which helps us go with the flow. So our pinky and our thumbs are together, back of our hands on our knees. Take a moment here to notice how we're feeling. Can we move through this year of the fire horse with the grace of a beautiful horse and the discernment of when we need to move fast, when we need to slow down, and hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves gratitude for showing up today to practice and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful fire horse year full of expansion and growth. And don't forget to keep yourself grounded and be around water. Water and grounding are great things to balance this fiery energy. I hope to see you again soon. Have a beautiful day.